Okay, so what I'm getting first of all is you've left someone or you've moved away, and then this is a love situation you've moved away from. Yeah, it feels like a really strong, the word's entanglement actually. Yeah, strong entanglement, very, very strong. And you really had to work to get out of this. You really struggled to get out of this. Yeah, it's a big relationship, or it was. It feels very serious actually. Maybe you're married. Because you've got the Justice card here, and that can be about some kind of legal procedure, divorce, things like that. You might not have been, but my eye keeps on going between the Devil and the Justice card. It keeps on going backwards and forwards, and what that tells me is, whatever the problem is with this Devil, or whatever this problem is, there's justice coming to that situation or that person that's in the Devil card. So right away, if that's you, if you're worried, if you're dealing with someone who's really difficult, especially if you're going through some kind of legal thing with an ex or something like that, there is justice here for that Devil, because I keep on going backwards and forwards between the Devil and the Justice card. So I just wanted to tell you that, so hopefully that helps someone. But yeah, with this ex I'm getting here, just looking at the Devil and the Nine of Wands together, yeah, I'm getting this really stuck feeling. So it feels like you were stuck in this for a long time, or you're stuck with them for a lot longer than you should have been. Yeah, entanglement, all tangled up. Look at these chains with these poor people around this Devil. They're all chained. So that's how you felt. You're trying to get out and you're all stuck where you were for a long, long time. Yeah, this is probably going to sound a bit strange, but it feels like peeling an onion. So what I mean by that is, it's like you're trying to get out of this. This is when you're in this, and it's like each time you tried to leave, you came across another layer. Like peeling an onion, and there were just so many layers that I think you found yourself, just trying to get out, but you were getting deeper and deeper into this. So you wanted to get out, you wanted to go the other way, but you kept on getting more involved as time went on. And yeah, like an onion, with each layer, it's you cry once you get to the middle of an onion if you're peeling an onion. So yeah, lots of emotions, very deep, very, very difficult, very horrible situation. I'm getting that, and quite serious, quite involved. But yeah, if you're out of that now, and it feels like you are, congratulations, because it was huge. Very difficult, very big effort, I should say, to get out of this relationship. Yeah, you might still be involved in some way with this ex. Not romantically, absolutely not romantically. That there's nothing romantic between you now. You can see that in the Nine of Wands. You can see this man. He's walking away, and he's walking away from the hills in the background. Right at the bottom of that card, you can see those hills, and they're totally barren. There's no growth there. So you walked away and there's nothing there now. There's no growth. There's nothing between you now. But yeah, if you're still going through some kind of a process with them, again, I'm getting it might be a legal process, mediation, something like that, because of this Justice card. Yeah, if you're going through that with someone, there's something they're hiding. Yeah, there's something they're hiding. It might be money, it might be funds, it might be some secret. They're hiding something from you. And I think that they're hiding something if this is you. You might not know exactly what it is, but I think your instincts are telling you that they're hiding something. And you can see, I'm just looking across to the Seven of Swords as well. He's trying to get away with something. So yeah. Okay. This is quite specific, but this is for someone. I'm getting a letter or an email or something like that. It feels like an official letter, some kind of official correspondence. Now, if this is all resonating with you, when you get this letter, if this is you, try not to react. Try and stay as calm as you can, because it feels like whatever's inside this letter, whatever these words are, they're designed to provoke you, or they're designed to get you upset, or they're designed to make you unhappy and all stressed and all that. So yeah, there's no way, it's not as stressful as it looks. That's what I'm getting for someone. Some of it's not even true, I don't think. Some of it's made up. It's all a load of, well, I won't say it's all a load of rubbish, but you know, it's not as bad as you imagine when you see this, and if that's you. And I know when you get a letter like that, it's really stressful. And also because something big happened between you. I'm getting that really clearly here. So something quite big, something quite stressful happened against you with them. And so I think also this letter, it's also going to open up a lot of those old emotions as well. So, but you know, try not to react. It's to provoke you. It's to make you look bad, or some of the words are there to make you look bad. Just relax as much as you can. I know it's hard. Try not to rise to the bait. Yeah, with this thing that's being hidden, excuse me, it's going to come out. It's going to come out in the open. Yeah, if you look at this devil again, you probably don't want to look at this devil, but he's sitting on top of this black box. And obviously what's inside that box, it's hidden. And he's standing on top of it because he doesn't want anyone to come near it. But it's going to come out in the open. You know, people will know this. The world will know about this. Yeah, they're trying to use tricks. They're trying to use tricks against you, especially with this letter. But they don't have a leg to stand on. They don't have a real leg to stand on. Yeah, look at this devil. Look at this devil. He literally doesn't have real legs. He's got these horrible claws. So literally, they don't have a leg to stand on. Excuse me. So just try and be as calm as you can. Again, the truth is going to come out with that justice card. Justice is about the right thing happening. So the truth is going to come out. It's a year of things coming out into the open. And it's not the end. There's more to come as well. And you know, a lot of the time when the truth comes out, it's not nice to hear. It's not a nice thing. So this is something that it's actually going to hurt you. I think it's going to bring you some pain when this comes out, so I'm just preparing you for that. But it's the right thing that it comes out. It's something you need to know. Yeah, you'll get justice here. It's really obvious, it's really clear here. Okay, so we'll go on with the Queen of Cups now. Beautiful, beautiful queen. This is the opposite of the devil. This is emotion. This is someone who's very gentle, someone who's very emotional, very caring. Okay, I think I saw something a little bit like that like this in your last reading, actually. Yeah, someone's got feelings for you, very strong feelings, actually. Yeah, you do as well. You know who this is. It feels like you've got feelings for them. I have to say, they're thinking about you more than you are them. And maybe that's because you've got all this thing you're dealing with. And you know, that doesn't mean it won't work. I think it will work eventually if you stay together, or if you decide to end up with this person. But I think this past relationship's still affecting you, actually. Obviously, if you've still got this legal thing, that's going to be affecting you. But it really hammered you. It really, really hammered you, this relationship. It's exhausting. I think that's the feeling I was getting right at the beginning. Exhaustion, lots of stress. And yeah, I think you're still battling with them. Yeah, there's something really serious. I'm seeing this again. Something really serious you went through with them. And yeah, it changed you. Yeah, I'm just looking at all these little pebbles around this queen's feet. I'll just lift that up so you can see these little pebbles here. So there are all these colourful little pebbles there. And, you know, pebbles, if you think about them, they're smooth. Because over the years, the water's gone over and over and over them. So what's happened to you is, you've been hammered by this relationship. It's really stressed you out, and you've been moulded by what's happened to you, because the pebbles are moulded by their environment, and you've been moulded by what's happened to you. So that's what I'm getting there. So you're more cautious. Obviously, you're more cautious. You're more stressed when it comes to love. You're more worried. You're more guarded now, and I think that's what this new person's picking up on, and. Yeah, I can totally understand why you feel that way. I totally can. But yeah, it looks like you're partially ready. It feels like you're partially ready for new love to come in. It feels like you're kind of part of the way there. But I don't think you'll be totally ready until you've finally gotten rid of this old energy, really. And, you know, that doesn't mean you can't have a relationship with someone. Of course you can, but you might not be able to give everything to them. You know, all yourself, your whole self to them until this other thing's cleared up, because there's so much stress on you if you're still going through this with them. But and yeah, really, really cautious. I'm getting caution, I should say. Caution, lots of caution around you. So and I can see exactly why you're like that. But I am seeing this developing, this new love. It is going to develop into something. It is. I'm seeing that there, but I think you're going to have to get through this, and I think you're going to have to get to the stage where you're not as cautious and you're able to open up. But I think that's all going to come in time. But I think at the moment you're still concentrating on whatever this is you're dealing with, this ex, if that all resonates with you. Okay, so the first card you've got for your present is this Hierophant. Yeah, this is another message for you, especially if you're going through this legal process or whatever this process is that you're going through. Yeah, again, they're going to try and provoke you in some way if they haven't done that already. I'm seeing this letter here or whatever that is. And the message here is don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. You know, this Hierophant's got his ears covered. So he's not listening to anything that's distracting, anything that's bothering him, anything that gets him out of this kind of Zen position that he's in. He's not listening to. And yeah, he's high up on his throne. He knows where he is. He knows where his position is. And he's completely calm. He's rising above it all. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be completely calm. Of course you're not. No one is. Anyone who's going through this, you know, there's no way you can be completely calm, but try as hard as you can at least to rise above like this Hierophant. You know, don't stoop to their level. They're trying to provoke you. They're trying to get a reaction. So just remember who you are. You're the Hierophant. You're up there. You're on your throne. You're wearing your crown. So don't lower yourself to their level. Don't let them get you agitated. Don't let them get you upset, because it feels like that's what they're trying to do in this situation. Keep your calm. Just know that this Justice card is there. Justice is going to come to you in the end. It's going to come to them and you. You're both going to get what you deserve out of this. I'm seeing that really, really clearly. So just try and be as calm as you can. Don't rise to the bait. If you feel like it, if you get this letter and you feel like putting it away for a while, do that. Do whatever you can to keep yourself as calm and above this as you can. Okay, now I'm getting a work situation here as well. Yeah, there's a lot of trouble here. It's very stressful. Yeah, it feels like there's a bit of a loss of confidence here. And maybe this is partly to do with what you're going through if this is you. But I'm also getting this. Yeah, I'm just looking at this Hierophant and this Page of Wands together, the kind of sequence between the two. And it feels like maybe you've been wavering backwards and forwards a little bit between these two states of mind. Because, okay, what I mean by that is the Hierophant's a leader. The Hierophant on top, the Hierophant's a teacher, and the Page is a student. So, and he's just starting to discover who he is in life. He's not that sure of himself, you know, he's not quite sure where to go yet. So someone might be, yeah, I'm getting criticism here. I think someone's been criticizing you. Someone's been trying to take you down a peg. This is in the workplace. Now, again, this is the same message. Remember who you are. Remember you're the Hierophant. You're above this kind of criticism, especially if it's very low level, very low vibration kind of criticism. I think some of it is. I think that's what some of this is. And just remember, you know what you're doing. You're in that position for a reason. The Hierophant's where he is because he knows what he's doing. And yeah, someone needs to hear this. I don't know if this is you, but this is for someone. You're good enough. You're there for a reason. You're in the position you're in for a reason. There's no need for you to feel small. And yeah, you deserve to be where you are. There's absolutely no doubt about that. None at all. So yeah, if this is you, some of the things they said they were quite nasty, actually. Because the devil's right next to this page. And if you look at this page, he's literally turning his back on the devil. So that's what you need to do, especially with the nasty bits of this, what they were saying. Turn your back. You're absolutely right to turn your back on what they're saying. But there's another message here. And I think, when things have calmed down, maybe think about some of the things they said, not the nasty things. Turn your back on that. That's what the page is telling you. But I have to say this, there is a little bit of constructive criticism in the middle of all this horrible, nasty stuff. And I think if you listen to that and if you take note of some of that, it might actually help you. The Hierophant's where he is because he's learned. And yeah, if you're in the middle of this right now, if it's still very raw, if it's still hurting you, don't think about that now. Don't think about what they've said now. But when things have calmed down and you're feeling a bit better, just think about this. There's some information in there, I think, that might be very, very useful to you. So I hope that helps someone. It's really hard to take notice when someone wraps up a gift in a pile of rubbish. And I think that's what they've done. It's hard for them to, they're not getting their point across properly because it just sounds really nasty, and a lot of it is. But there's a little tiny bit of truth, there's a little nugget of truth in there somewhere. So when you're calm, when you can get some distance from this, have a think about that again, because there's something that might help you in your growth there. Okay, so, right, I'm going to talk about this Page of Wands and the Star card together. Okay, excuse me. Oh, I just had a hiccup. Okay, now, with this newer relationship that I'm getting, again, there's all this hesitation here, and it's coming from you, it's coming from them as well. Yeah, they're really attracted to you. There's passion in their mind. There's passion in their mind. When they think of you, they're thinking passionately about you. Because if you look at this page, he's got this red feather on his hat. So passion's on their mind, but they're not telling you how they're feeling. They're keeping this to themselves. Okay, right, there's a conversation that's coming up between you, and it's coming up soon, I think. And it's coming from them. Yeah, it's coming from them. They're going to approach you because they're coming off the page, and pages can be about messages. So I think they're going to be the one that talks to you. So yeah, expect a message. It's coming in soon for you, I think. It's a very small message. But yeah, eventually it's going to lead to a big conversation, I think. Yeah, beautiful conversation. Very, very good conversation. And I think, that conversation's going to bring you to other ones, and eventually you're going to get a lot closer. You're going to be brought closer together. Yeah, you're coming up as this star. So it's like you're feeling quite alone right now. And you're especially feeling alone around this ex situation, I think. So you're quite alone, even though this connection's around you, this new love connection. But yeah, there's a conversation coming up, and yeah, it'll be a surprise. It'll be a surprise. You won't see this coming. It's going to surprise you. It's going to be a really nice surprise. And I think after what you've been through, you deserve a nice surprise. Because yeah, look at this. Look at this woman. She's busy, she's all by herself, she's minding her own business, washing herself, or whatever she's doing. And, this big, beautiful star's behind her, but she can't see it yet. She's got her back to the star. So, but it's there, even though she doesn't see it yet. So you don't know this conversation's coming, but it is coming, and it's going to open up a beautiful, big lot of hope for the two of you. Hope for your future together. Lots and lots of potential. Yeah, there's lots of potential there for you. And yeah, there's a lot that's been left unsaid. There's a lot that you're not saying to them, and there's a lot that they're not saying to you. I'm getting that very clearly, but it's going to start opening up for you soon. Yeah, once this conversation happens, you'll really, really start growing together. You really will, and you're going to grow into stability. You're going to grow into stability. That's what I'm getting there. You've got the Hierophant here. So, yeah, I think you're both going to need to be a little bit patient with each other, because it's both going to take you some time to get there, I think. But yeah, this message, this fast conversation's coming into you soon. So watch out for that. Yeah, beautiful connection. It's growing into something really big, actually. Really, really nice. Okay, so yeah, the first card you've got for your future is this horrible Seven of Swords here. Horrible card, yeah. And well, it usually is, but I think if you keep on opening up to each other over time, and if you start trusting them, this new person, it's not easy for you to trust. I can see that because of your past, but this feels like someone you really can trust. I have to say this to you. Yeah, they're going to be by your side. They're going to be by your side, especially with this other thing that's going on in your life, this legal thing. If you let them into your life while this other thing's still going on, I think they'll be a big help to you. I think they'll be standing side by side, actually. That's what I'm getting. And yeah, you're probably looking at this horrible card and you're thinking, well, this is about stealing and cheating. Why are you getting trust out of this? I'll show you. I'll show you where I'm getting this. So, okay, so here's this axe. This man that's stealing or whatever he's doing. He's taking from you. So again, this is about this legal thing. This is about someone that's hiding, taking things from you, whatever they're doing. Very, very sneaky behaviour. But if you look at the two swords in the ground, he can't take them with him because they're stuck in the solid ground. And that means two people together with these two swords that are stuck there together. So solid future for the two of you. And again, these two swords are side by side. So this person's going to be by your side and stable again because they're in the solid ground. And look at this man again. He's turning his head. He's turning his head to look at these two swords. So they're not going to be very happy when they know that you're in this new relationship with this new person. They're not going to like that. They actually like the idea of you being alone. So, that they don't like that you're going to have this love and this protection and this care around you and someone that's by your side. But too bad, too bad, because you deserve this. You deserve this after what they put you through. Yeah, look at this. They're going to slip up. They're going to slip up, this ex or this person you're dealing with in this legal thing or whatever this is. Because, he's carrying these swords. But he's carrying them by the blades, so he's going to hurt himself. Yeah, they're getting justice. They're getting justice. That is coming. I'm seeing it over and over again here. I know this sounds really harsh, and I'll probably get some cross-watchers who are really angry with me, but if this is you, whoever this person is, they deserve what they're getting. They deserve this justice, and you deserve what you're getting. Yeah, this is a fair result. That's what justice is about, a fair result. Balance, fairness, evening up the score, making things equal. That's what's coming to the two of you. So it's going to balance out in the right way. And yeah, try and open yourself up to this new love when you can, when you feel ready, because there's a lot of support coming in from them. And yeah, I'm just looking at this Three of Pentacles and the Justice card together. And once you get this result, once this is all over in the Justice card and you've got the result you want, and it's a good one, you're going to be even closer. You're going to come even closer together with this new love. And that's what I was saying before, that you're not quite ready to give them your all, but I think you will be after this is all over with. Because you've got this arrow in the Three of Pentacles and it's rising up out of this Justice card and it's pointing right up into the Two of Swords where these two people are. That's what the swords are representing, you and this new person. Yeah, you've got a lot of ups and downs ahead. I'm not going to pretend you've got easy sailing ahead of you, because you've got this, they're coming, you can't dispute this. They're coming up as the devil. This person you're up against and the Seven of Swords. So you do have a battle ahead of you. But if you rise above this, if you keep your cool, if you try and remember who you are, remember you're the Hierophant, and also if you accept this love and all this support, I think you'll do really, really well. And yeah, it's going to grow. That this beautiful love is going to grow and it's going to be very, very stable.